I got a lot of questions on my last tutorial on what I used to pad my princess dart bustier and how I was able to make it stand so well like this. So here is a quick tutorial on how I did this, and this is the second part of the tutorial on how to cut and sew a princess dart bustier. So if this is something you're interested in, definitely keep on watching and let's get started. After I was done cutting out my princess darts on my fabric, which is in my last tutorial, the link is in the description box. If you're yet to see this, check it out so you can understand how we'll get to this point. I placed my fabric on my wadding just as you can see, but because the wadding is not going to cover the whole front, I have to get the bust area on the center front, and to get this, I will need my side front. You see where the bust curve stops on the side front? I will align it with the center front like this on the wadding. I will make sure it covers all the bust area and stop immediately after the curve. So this is me trying to make sure that both the side front and the center front align at the lower end here, and after that you can see where the curve area stops. You can see that it is immediately after the curve on the side front, and you can just push it up a little. Just make sure that the wadding covers all the curve area on the side front. So that is how to know where to stop the wadding. And after I'm able to get this, the next thing now is to cut out the wadding. So I'm going to cut it out now. You can pin yours down when you're trying to cut it so it won't be moving, so the fabric won't be moving around. So I'm going to stop where the curve stops. So that is where I'm going to stop cutting, and I'm going to cut the other side as well. So after cutting it, I'm going to fold my fabric like this. So it is just where the curve stops, and I'm going to cut it straight. I'm going to cut it out because the wadding is not going to cover the whole neckline as well. So I just want the wadding to be at the curve area, at the bust area alone. So I will just cut out the wadding because I don't want it to cover the whole fabric. So this is what I have after cutting it out. I will trim it down a little bit because I can see that the wadding is moving a little bit closer to the neckline, which I will not like. So I'm going to cut this down a little like this. So this is what I have, guys. So this is the center front. This is how I cut out my wadding for my center front. So I'm going to put this aside, and I will cut out my wadding for the side front as well. This is much easier because the curve is already there on the side front. So I will just trace this out, and that is it. So after tracing out the shape for the center, so I'm just going to connect this with a curve. That is just it. It is very simple. I'll connect this like this, then I'll cut it out. I'll place it on my fabric, then I'll check if it is not too much, because it is not going to enter into the sewing allowance that I left on the side. So definitely it has to be, I just wanted to cover the cuff area, the cup area, the bust area for the side front as well. You can see. So this is it, guys. So I will cut this out in two places. So because of the two sides, so I'll place this on another wadding piece, then make sure the right is facing each other, then I'll cut out the shape. So this is me trying to mark the area which is going to be the upper side, and the area which is going to be the curve side, which I'm going to be joining to my center front. So in order not to mix it up when I'm trying to join it together, so that is the reason why I marked it. So after pressing it with my iron, this is what I have, guys. So you can see how beautiful it's looking. So the next thing now is to join it together, and I've cut out my lining piece as well. Don't forget to cut out your lining piece before you join the three together. So now the next thing now is to place one side on the center like this, and I'll start sewing from the down part, then I will move gently until I reach the end of the curve. So that is what I'm going to do, and I will do the same thing for the other side as well. So I'll do that. I'll take it to my machine and I will show you what I have. So this is what I have, guys. So you can see my curve is already formed. This is the back. I've joined the lining together with it as well. So this is what I have, guys. So you can see how beautiful and how standing it is. Thank you so much for watching. If this tutorial has been helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are here too. And don't forget to click on the notification bell in order to get notified when I drop a new video like this. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.